To
No one.
be determined. I make no judgments, assumptions, anything
The
like that on
Empire.
who may or may not be passing away this session. Quick announcements. This is the season finale. This is going to be the last session of 2021. Therefore, we will not have a session on next week. Next week, actually, fun excitement thing for me, I'm going to be playing D&D with my family for the first time.
Yay!
And I think I've told some of you guys at least that before, but I am beyond thrilled for that. This is their first time ever playing D&D, and I didn't think they'd say yes, but they did, and I'm beyond excited. We won't meet the 29th because people have things going on, and it's New Year's. New year, new us, new campaign. So no matter what happens, campaign ends tonight. Just kidding. We'll keep the same campaign. But we will start on the 5th, and it'll have a nice 2 weeks off, which is a good time for me to prep and get things done on my end. And then we'll kick back off. There may or may not be like tornadoes outside right now, which is just a thing. There's like really foul weather, and so we might have power outages, internet outages, maybe life outages. We hope not. But for those of us that are within the central United States, it's a little spicy tonight, but it'll be fine, I'm sure. I think that's a car. Otherwise, it's a goofy grinding sound. But does anyone else have anything before we kick off?
What's behind you, Kyle? I'm curious.
What's behind me?
Yeah, what is that?
So this is wall art that I have constructed based on manga panels. Kindly not donated. I bought them from Amazon. And then I have a stereotypical wall hanging thing. And I'd show you the full panel. Maybe I'll put it in the Patreon. The subscribers can see like the full background. And then I have a shelf of miniatures and statuettes on this side. But I wanted to have like a decent background. So yeah, that's what's in my background. Apparently on my street there's either a tornado or a car going, and so like I really apologize about that.
Tornado on the street.
I don't know which it is. But yeah, that's kind of how it is tonight. But with that, if nobody else has anything, let's dive into what happened last week.
With yours truly. Hello, it's me.
We have to have like jingles or something to
I
like
gotta have a
announce
jingle?
these things.
That'd be great.
We'll think of something.
Entrance music. Thank you.
I mean, I will say we do have like recap music that's like super low key and in the background.
No, but you gotta have like the announcement of like like if it's like a segment type of thing.
Okay.
Like one of those type of things.
Somebody make us like a news alert sound.
Emma, you and a ukulele are meant for this job.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
I'm sorry.
I know how to play the sax. That's about all I can do. The saxophone.
Recapping sax. Recapping sax.
Let's get sexy.
Let's get sexy.
Do it.
Yeah, well, okay. I'll pull out my saxophone at some point or another.
This has to happen for when we get back in 2022. Okay.
Yes.
Anyways, with the recap, not a terrible lot happened. It was mostly a fight day, which was nice and good.
Was it?
I mean, no one died. Well, there's that.
This time.
Spoilers. So the party is leaving Azeroth, and it's a little chilly outside. It's winter is coming. Insert obligatory Game of Thrones joke here. And so Dice is like, hey Artemis, can we like stop by this like random ruin that I've never told you about so we can do a thing? And Artemis is like, yeah, sure, it's on the way. Oh yeah, and Dow is entirely flummoxed with the fact that Mafuyu and Dice are able to spend so much money on ridiculous things, like 5 spoons. But anyways, so, they putz along, and we end up at the ruins where where Dice's first iteration Tapisa lived with her found family, I suppose. And so Dice takes a moment to walk around the foundation and say a few prayers and take some time to mourn all the losses that were had around the circumstance of that cabin existing. And so on their walk, they're kind of like walking around, and then along like the northwest corner bit, there's a spooky thing, and it's like hunched over. It's kind of long, quadrupedal. It like limps around quite a bit, and we've run into several spooky things, and so Dice is a little bit concerned when they see it. And so Dice looks a little bit closer. It's a cougar, but it's not looking too hot. It's ripped. It is a ripped cougar, not in the good way either. And like not even like it was attacked, like someone had like stretched it out, which I don't know which one's more horrifying. I think it's the latter. And then it's like kind of like cracks awkwardly, and it starts to get bigger, and so that's when Dice is like, crap. Hello, fellow party members, this might need assistance. And so Dice tries to kill the thing, just like, taking a halberd to the head, and it just kind of moves around it as it's getting bigger. It's freaky. So so everyone comes and joins Dice, and they battle it out with Cougar. And so the three, Bafuyu, Giger, and Dice, kind of simultaneously try to figure out whether or not it has some sort of human-like intelligence, because it's not really running away like animals usually do. And it doesn't seem like it has human-like intelligence, but it's certainly smarter than your average cougar. And Kyle said it was almost lycanthropic transformation, which I don't know, that makes me uncomfy, but yeah, so there's that. And so the cougar just kind of got too big for its britches, and so its muscles ripped its skin as it got bigger, and that's just how it is. But it's not like it's in pain anymore, which I feel like I would be, but whatever. So the cougar does some damage. It bites Dao's arm, because Dao always ends up injuring his arm somehow. Disarms a few people. At one point, Mafuyu gets taken to the ground and absolutely mauled by it, and she gets knocked unconscious. Artemis gets a gnarly slash to the face. And so by the end of this, Dao ends up getting the killing blow on the cougar, and Dice is like, hey, could you help me out? I'm not, because Dice isn't the smartest lad, and could you help me out with the thing over here? And just kind of investigates the spot where Dice had found the cougar. And so Dao uses his blind sight and doesn't really see anything, and Dice doesn't visually see anything either. So it probably came out of the Silent Wood, but you're not entirely sure of that. So Dao's got a couple theories. One is either the sheer wickedness of the Silent Wood existing was the thing that contorted the cougar and made it freaky, or someone knew that the party was going to be there and intentionally made a freaky cougar. Either one's not great, but that's kind of what we're working with. So in the meantime, Giger is just decapitates it, because it's Giger, and why would I be surprised? And so they, Dao and Giger decide they're going to do a, not an autopsy, what was the word? Necropsy? Necropsy? Yeah. They're going to cut it open and see if it ate anything that it shouldn't have. And so they look into its stomach. It's like normal cougar stuff, normal snacks for the day. And so Mafuyu tries to detect magic on it. Didn't see any sort of magic object. No spell, nothing like that. The what are the word? The dudes, the guys, the men folk of the group, they decide that they're trying to figure out if they want to skin it or whatever, and Dark's like, it's going to take a hot minute, and it will. So they decide they're just going to leave it. So the party continues on to the Silent Wood. They have to leave the cart off kind of slightly in the entrance, but not quite, because we can't take it through too many trees. So now the party is on foot in the creepy, looming forest that makes everything just a little bit more quiet than it should be.
Perfect, yeah. Let's go ahead and update that bad boy, because we know where we are. This might end up being a shorter session. We'll kind of see. It's going to depend on what happens. But I would love to kick us off. Just for those that are watching, the way I run missing players is they're here, they're just not present and aware in the time of battle, which kind of takes you out of the moment. But so Ando is joining us this week, and Dao is actually out this week. He had a thing that he has to do. Um, but I'll start us off as you guys take your first steps into the Silent Wood. I narrated this just briefly when we left off, but you take your first steps into this mist-ridden forest of exceptionally tall coniferous trees. The lower branches of which are a little bit threadbare, not to the point that there's nothing there. It's very full of decay. As you take your first steps, and the plains disappears into the fog behind you, you immediately notice that the footsteps you take are deadened by the brush, the fallen pines, small plants, things like that. But where you would expect to hear your footfalls, you don't hear them very much. The sound of birds and the trees and such like that, it's not present. The area around this is usually teeming with wildlife, cougars to name one, like rabbits, the likes, and birds, but there's just nothing here. But regardless, you take your first steps, Artemis and party in tow. And so I'd like to open it up a little bit as you guys just start walking. If you guys had any conversations you wanted to head on to, especially not being present last session, if there was any topics you wanted to hit as you guys are walking, just kind of open it up to see kind of like what the mood was, what the vibe was, and what people are thinking with this session.
I think Dice is a little unnerved with the weird silence, and as someone who talks a lot, is not comfortable with silence in a lot of ways. Like not when meditating. And so Dice is just kind of like off to the side and like does a mixture of like humming and like clicking just to make some sort of noise and try to figure out like you know like in shows like there's a gunshot and then people start making noise to see if their ears still work, kind of like that, and just like testing out how quiet things are and just getting used to it.
Okay. Make a perception check.
Oh boy.
We'll start the stream off right.
Okay. I feel like the last session we started off with a perception check too.
Best sessions do. Gives you an opportunity to fail right from the get-go.
Great.
What kind of day is it?
Right now, it is like late morning / early afternoon.
Okay.
So at this point, most of the fog from where you guys were like coming up into this area has already worn down, but it's clinging to these trees. So where before you'd have like high sunlight, sun presence, it should be beaming down on you even through the trees. It's just muted and dead. And as you get deeper and deeper, it just gets darker and darker. So it is about midday, but you can't really tell that from the environment that you're in. With a 13, which you can just barely see on the screen, your ears do work. And there's an odd, like, emptiness to these sounds. It's like, it's difficult to describe because if you've ever been in a house where everything is open or like out in a forest, you know that there's a certain amount of echo that you get back to you. That's not present. Everything around you is so open and airy, but it just feels like everything is close in, especially with this fog. The visibility out is only 30 to 40 feet. You can't see much, and this sound is present in your ears, and as you're looking around, like, you can see everything is fine. You see like the trees ahead of you, but it's just unnerving. Okay. Any particular marking you're carving, or just one? Okay. Perfect. I thought you meant like P the action, and so I was like, all right, that's what we're going with. Okay.
Tornado.
Oh God. Different episode. Yeah, very very different. Um, pardon me. Sorry. Our tabletop is having issues, as it turns out.
And is Artemis at this point leading the group?
He is. It's him and his two companions behind him, and then you guys are all kind of filtering along behind, unless there's a different way that you guys would like, or a different marching order that you all would like.
No, but as we're going,
Is that fine?
I think for me it's fine.
Yeah.
Okay.
As we're going,
well, we're going to start. Unless somebody would like to head up survival, we can absolutely just rely on his. That's up to you guys. Okay, let's do a survival check.
Wait a second. I think. Wait, did he disappear?
What just happened?
Oh no.
Oh no.
We're offline. I think that's what it says in the top.
Oh.
Nope.
Yeah. Everything's black on the stream.
I think he probably restarted.
Can you guys hear me?
Yes.
I can hear you.
Okay. I don't think you could.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Yeah, Giger was basically just going to be like, yo, stop making noise and watch behind us.
Hey, shut up, dude. Checks out.
Yeah. It was going to be a little less tactful than that, but,
True.
I'll wait, because then Giger can say it and the full emotional impact can happen.
The thing is, like, Dice is just very unaware of people, how people react to Dice, and it's just does their own thing and doesn't really care.
Wouldn't have it any other way.
Yeah.
Still live on.
Wait. Yeah, I think we're still on.
Hi, folks.
Hi, everyone.
I think
I should be on the stream. Sometimes I sit and I watch, like, I'll get on the stream and actually sit and watch the chat. But other times, like today was one of those days I didn't have time. I jumped on here like as soon as I finished making my food. Oh,
we got a tabletop.
So if the DM isn't here, does that mean we get an extra point of inspiration?
I think that means we win.
We make up our own rules.
We won. We have won D&D. Everyone, we won D&D. Thank you. We've won.
I do like the 15-minute. I do like that 15-minute rule.
Yeah. Oh,
is that? I haven't been in university in a while. Is that still a thing?
He says, I swear to God, did my internet just go out? And he said, I can hear you with an angry face.
I think this is just jokes on our DM, because the only thing that died tonight was his internet.
Oh, great. You say that right before. Oh yeah, no, he's definitely reacting to that statement.
I have usurped the position. Dice is now your dungeon master. We're gonna stop
Dice
in the middle.
Dice is now my lady.
Oh,
Dice is now your lady. Yeah, we're gonna. The party is going to stop in the middle of the forest. We're gonna carve out some dice, and we're just gonna play a game. We're just gonna play a game.
Oh my gosh.
Was
that in this campaign where that happened? Where there was a D&D like game that was brought into the storyline? That was the previous one.
It is the I call it 1.0, the 1.0 of this.
The 1.0.
Yeah. For the chat, if anybody's listening, how Dice got their namesake, there was a 1.0 before this iteration of this campaign occurred, and I carried Dice over from that one to this one, and Dice was just hanging out with some dudes, and Dice didn't have a name, was just nameless. I didn't call them anything because I intentionally wanted the party to pick something out. Didn't know what it was going to be, but I was going to take whatever they gave me. And so we come up to
Bold
this
move.
right. We come up to this tunnel system, and there's several passageways, and we can't figure out which one we want to take. And so I cannot remember. I think it was our warlock, and he's like, "Yes, we're gonna." So Dice has stonemasonry tools, is proficient in them because obviously made of rock. And so Dice sits there and carves out a d6 for us to decide which path we're going to go down this tunnel. I don't know why we were allowed to do that, but we were. Um, and because of that, that is why Dice is named Dice, because Dice made a dice and that just stuck. So there's that. I still have the dice in my inventory. It's canon.
Nice. Yeah, technically it's part of the same universe because it was the same.
Yeah, it's
So
just another
somewhere,
one of Dice's previous half lives.
somewhere
No, Dice
there
just doesn't have
is
any memory of it.
That was still the life of it. Just
Right?
somewhere there is a dragonborn stuck in the ether, wandering around, going like, "Where am I? Can I get
Hurry up, dude.
out?
let me in.
Where are you? Man, I'm hungry."
Honestly, what perfect character to make a 15 movie multiverse than Dice? Because Dice can be anybody.
Right?
Could have been anybody.
There's actually 100 because is that the most sided dice of in D&D? What's the actual one?
Well, the biggest dice I've ever seen rolled is a D100, which is basically a sphere at that point.
Yeah, but if you have a D100, you could also just times it by 10 or 50 or whatever, and
There's no
or you can roll like 3 D100s, or you should just invest in Bitcoin at that point. I think that's how that works. That is not an endorsement, and I have no idea what I'm talking about.
I don't know anything about internet currency.
GigersBitcoinMania.com. GigersBitcoinMania.com. Don't buy, Giger will come by. Rip your spleen out. Now you're regretting things.
Are we hearing that Geeker actually has like a black market for? I think this is secret, like an organ, like secret organ donation transplant.
That's
situation.
Giger's purpose.
Yeah, Giger comes in, rips out your kidneys, and then sells them to some hospital later.
That's where he gets all his money from.
Right.
He's independently wealthy. You guys just don't know.
I believe it.
Oh, have you guys seen the cigar thing that I have now?
No.
I'm gonna roll one. Hold on.
Wait, do you have a cigar roll?
Yes. Oh, hey,
Yes.
here you are.
Hello, welcome.
Hello.
Stone Dog's out.
What, Stone Dog's back in.
That was just practice for when we start getting sponsored ads and we can announce.
Sponsored by Geeker's Bitcoin Farm. Geeker was gonna do a thing first.
Yeah, Giger was doing a thing. So Giger, as we're walking in, and he hears Dice doing her thing that she's doing, or that they're doing, Giger is going to light a cigar and look back. You should be quiet and watch our back.
Do you want me to walk backwards then, so I can keep my eyes towards the back? Or do you just want me to do this and dice just?
Just keep your eyes and ears open, Dice. This
Okay.
is not a friendly place. We are not walking into a wonderland. This is not. More things like that cougar are in here. They killed my men and they can kill us too. We have to be on guard.
Okay, I can do that.
Good. And then Giger is just going to be kind of on high alert. Any footsteps, echoes, signs of rustling, things like that he's going to be looking for. Giger will stop and just stare very intently into the area that he just saw or seems to have just seen the soldier.
Everything all right? Eager, you seen something?
On your toes.
I'm on my feet.
It's an expression. Be
Don't walk on your
alert.
toes. Okay.
Walk softly as you can. And report
Dice tries to
out
walk.
the unusual.
I'm gonna say that Dice is gonna try to stealth. Dice is gonna try stealthing through this forest. Oh boy.
Oh god. Oh god. Why did you do this? Why did you do
I
this?
figured that's exactly what was gonna happen.
Jesus.
Oh, I forget. I already get disadvantage because I wear heavy armor. Okay, it's still bad. Yep. Yep. I think. Oh, you go. Where's Artemis in all of this? Where does he want to be? Okay. I think I'll be in the back with Ando. And Per Giger's orders is trying to it, like whips their head around frequently enough to keep track of what's behind the party.
Yeah, I would think I would be like right behind Artemis and Uryu and Burgar.
Are you in barter?
Bar, bar,
Or
bar something. It's the B. E and B.
Barnabas Bigsby.
Bur, bur, can we spell that?
Gesundheit?
DAR. I thought it was a G, like as in burger. Burdar. Okay, so yes, I am behind them.
True.
Yeah,
I'm gonna fight you about it. How are the guards? How are the guards looking? Like, how are they? How are they feeling? Do they look like they actually want to be there? Are they afeared? Are they nervous? That's true. Vibe check. Noted.
I feel like I'm gonna kind of just ask, um, Artemis, do we know if we're going in the right direction? Uh, no, just wanted to make sure. Just this place kind of makes me a little nervous.
This place is unpleasant to revisit. It plays tricks on the eyes. Keep a sharp lookout. Indeed. Necessary. Indeed. I appreciate it. Indeed, we are. Now let's be together in this quickly, Artemis.
Can I help him with this at all? Um, I mean, Dice is pretty good perception. I mean, I could slap a guidance on him. Answer. No. Um. Never mind. It's okay. Good luck, buddy. Okay.
Go and pee in the trees. Yeah, your mark on the tree. Yeah, it is a small path. We may not be the first through with the same idea. Let's hope that they weren't the last. Giger will kind of run up from there and kind of back towards the front and grab Dice and Artemis. Or Dice is in the back, sorry. Uh, grab, yeah, grab Artemis. Artemis, look for this symbol, and I'll kind of make it with my fingers on the trees as we pass. If you see one, let Ondo and I know, please. nothing to concern yourself with yet, but there could be complications, if you know what I mean. Indeed.
Howdy. Says what? Captain. Okay.
Mm. Giger is going to place his hand on his sword and do a tight turnaround, kind of a turn on his heel, like you would an about face almost, uh, and see if he can see what made the noise or.
Yes. Um, Unfortunately, I don't. I mean, I do have that one thing that where, I forgot her name. What's her, the one
Uh,
that I snuck into my kimono.
where you got that from?
Wait, the pancakes? I know where the
No,
pancakes
the
came from.
apple. The apple.
Oh, Greta's?
Yeah.
No, it was, it was just at Crossroads. I think they
Oh, just
like
snug
they
one at
brought over
Crossroads.
stuff and I just took two and I snuck one
Yes.
into my, yeah, it was a pastry. I only have that.
30 count of loose.
Uh,
Along along that same line of thinking, Giger is going to reach in and pull out a crossbow bolt and go up to a tree and just bury it in the tree, like sink it in. There we go. I am ready.
Okie dokie. Is this something I can use guidance on? And yes, I will put a spell on it. It's like a minute, not terribly long. Okay. Okie dokie. That passive would have been better. Yep. Uh, should be 13. Yeah. I'll look at it. Does it seem like it's like an organically moving bread, or is it just like, is it too fast? Which way was it headed? Like, uh, going forward with us or going back? Oh, I'm gonna head off from the party just a little bit, like stay in eyesight, but try to look a little bit closer to, as to what it is. I'm so sorry, Giger. No, and like I figured Ondo's kind of like in the back next to me, so he's a little bit aware of where I am, but just kind of like wanders a little bit more than Giger definitely would like. Hmm.
Would Giger hear the difference in Dice's footsteps and be able to tell the reason that
I'm
they're
so
stepping
loud.
off the path? Giger is not even going to look back. Dice, stay in line.
Yes,
These
sir.
woods are not to be wandered in.
But I saw
We've
there was
all
there was,
seen there are things in the woods. They haven't come at us yet, but we need to be ready for when they do. Do not wander.
I wasn't wondering that. All right. And Dice kind of gets back in the line.
Mumbles and angst.
Dice is doing the preteen thing of talking back, but doing it quietly so their parents can't hear them. Yeah.
Does it look familiar? Yeesh. Um, Giger is going to. This is where you stopped. We both have business here then. And then Giger is going to step out into the clearing.
No.
I'm in there. I'm going.
I'll probably go in.
Dice, ooh, sorry. Would Dice be able to figure out without Giger telling them what this is based on what they've read in the diary?
No.
Okay. Dice is gonna take out their halberd and kind of be on alert and start opening a dialogue with the lady, just out of chat. No, I can wait out here. Dice looks to Ando. Dude, I think we should. Angsty huff. Dice will run after Ando and kind of like grab his shirt and stay behind him. It's just the lady don't like. Lady don't like a lot of what this is. Not you, Artemis, and not your party, but whatever lives here. She she never liked it. All right, I'm only trusting you because it's you, Artemis. Alrighty. Dice is gonna look at the charred body because it's the most out of place. Um, and kind of just try to figure out. I guess Dice can't really figure out how magical it is, but how instantaneous did this take place? If that makes sense. Oh boy. Uh, with my intelligence, absolutely not. Can I try to pawn medicine off of you? Okay, survival it is. Bam. Oh, do you want me to roll with the? Do you want me to roll with advantage? Oh, word. Hmm. Oh no, no. That's sad. Too many bones indicates to me that was pregnant at the time. No, not that, not that kind of too many bones. Okay, that makes it a little weirder. Too many bones. Too many bones. Too...
Hmm.
Hmm. Um, Artemis. I my lady's in the business of taking care of the dead, and I'm sure you've got your own personal way of taking care of your people. But if you want, I, I don't know, if you want me to do anything, I'm here, and I could say a few things if you'd like. Um, but do what you will.
I wanted to see if there were any runes or recognizable writing that I could see. Oh, oh dear lord! Make everything so spicy. I feel like.
Damn it, my 20 buff cougars I had hiding in the woods. You know where they are now. We've ruined the plot.
The plot.
I don't like it. I don't like it.
Too spicy?
You're right. What do you suggest? That temple could be dangerous. I'm just saying the temple could be dangerous. I know this place. I just, oh, fuck. Oh no. What do I hear? What they're chanting? Do I know the chanting? Yes. You know what? That is a great question.
Oh gosh. This better not be the chanting that was down in on this.
Do I know where it? Do I get a sense of what direction it's coming from at all? On he's gonna as he's hears it, he'll put his hand up to Ondo and go, "Listen."
This is fine. We're fine.
Fudge.
Yes. Yeah, I'm definitely fine. I'm freaked out, insecure, neurotic, and extra. It's where I'm at right now. Sorry, Crossroads is not on this map. How do I put Giger in Crossroads? Now he gets it.
How do I put Dice back in the magistrate's office?
How can I put Mafuyu back in the womb of her parent?
I mean, technically, aren't you Mafuyu's parent? Oil.
Wow. Oh. Oh. It's black for me
It's
too.
black for me too. I zoomed out. It is all black. Oh, oh, there it is.
Hmm.
All
I
Dennison
mean,
all
would
the
it?
time.
I'm gonna exit and re-enter.
I am. I can see like a small circle that is. Uh, hold on.
Haha. I can see now.
Kyle.
Beautiful. Where is Artemis in all of this? Bottom left. Okay. Dice is probably little ghost man. Dice is probably near Artemis. So we're just gonna scoot scoot.
And I'll probably be by Uryu. Which one's Uryu?
Oh, there it goes.
Me. Yeah. Okay. That's probably true.
Mm.
Fun fact. Apparently there's a bunch of fires around where I live. Not any building on fire, just fires in general. And because it's been so windy, it smelled perpetually like smoke for the past 2 hours. So I get the ultimate ambiance.
Good.
Yeah, these could just, even though they're people, they could just be all very friendly. Friendly fire. I'm gonna think our plan should try to put an R in the word fiend to make them friends.
Okay. Bear trap time. It's bear trap time. So
Oh yeah.
I asked specifically about this. How much pressure does it take to trigger a bear trap? It is 30 pounds of pressure that it takes to trigger a bear trap, which means that technically, if Giger was careful enough, he would be able to run across one and not trigger it. Let's see here. He's 3 feet tall. When Lilu was 3 feet tall, she weighed. Well, now because Lilu's really small, and that's. Yeah, no, I think it was around 40. Yeah, 40 to 45. Yeah, that's true. I have set a trap off on my own hand. Fun story after the stream.
How much would a fox weigh?
All directions. quick question: what direction did we enter the wood from? Okay, so that's the one we should leave clear.
Dice is gonna run over to Mafuyu and cast Warding Bond on her. Um, so Mafuyu, you have a within 60 feet of me, you have +1 bonus to AC and all saving throws. You have resistance to all damage, but I take the other half.
+1 to AC.
Yep, +1 to AC and +1 to saves. Get lots of hugs. Is that what we're doing?
When he does this much math, it makes me really worry.
Remember, kids, avoid math. Math is scary. I weep.
Question: how much would my fox form weigh?
What does the fox weigh?
It's a
Mother,
heavy fox. It's heavier than I thought it would be.
I would. I honestly wouldn't know because I've never turned into a fox, but I would think since Mifuyu is of slender build, she's only 5'4". I think she would be on the smaller end of it. I would think.
Okay. All sides, right? Is there one side that they're more? Are they more concentrated in one area than another? What do they appear to even be? Any solutions, anyone?
I mean, you know me. I'm the person who likes to talk myself out of everything. I don't think this is gonna be one of those days. I think this is just gonna be all bad. I don't. I don't know.
I'm gonna just go ahead and pull out the razor and prep myself to Eldritch Blast someone. Uh, I'm waiting to see if they slow at all, and I'm going to wait until they are roughly 30 feet away. Oh, I do. What is my range on Eldritch Blast now that you're thinking about it? Eldritch Blast. Oh, wow. Let's see here. How far out's the nearest Kenku? Oh, well then. I appear to have time to shoot something. I'm going to go ahead and pick a. Let's see here. Which direction should I go with here? Just pick the nearest one and blast. I don't have my token on there. That's the only thing I don't see. I just didn't see it. Unless it's somewhere else. But I just didn't see it. I see Ondos. And I see Birdar and Eru and Artemis. Oh, there I am. Yep. Um, I think after that, it's just going to be tell everyone if you can fire, fire. If not, stand ready to fight. And then that'll end it for me.
Can I prep a spell when they get close? Gotcha. So yeah, it would be a first level for fairy fire, and it would at 60 feet, or I guess whenever they get into 60 feet, can that be the trigger, or like when they get to the area where I plan on placing the cube? I or like when, yeah, can I set on a point and like if anyone, because I'm planning on putting it like at one of the entrances of the or the south entrance, I guess, where there isn't anything placed. So I think I mean, it's 20, it's a 20 feet cube. Yes. Yes. That should be good. Yes.
Um, that depends. Do you count us talking about skinning a cougar part of resting? No, I was not napping. Only spiritually napping.
Mm.
That's me. So they're 70 feet out. Okay. Dice is gonna move. Oh, that's Artemis. Remove and boundary just crashed. It's fine. Dice is gonna move near one of the pillars along the wall and take the dodge action. Yep. I'll point to Mufuyu. Make sure she don't get hit. All day, all day.
Before it said Geeker. Now it says Geeker Grimwood.
I caught that. Yeah, no, I can see my token. I don't see my name on it, but I see my token. Okay, well that's good. I'm happy for you. Panic, panic. Uh, no. I think. Let's see here. So this dude way out here, I'm gonna blast him. I'm gonna blast him. No, I won't. Um, let's see. I am going to very quickly survey around, see where everyone is at, and then just very quietly, while trying to keep my eyes on the enemy, uh, do a quick Zofkug. I am here to serve. Now protect me and protect my group. Yeah,
Seems to. This is the part that scares me.
panic and run, evidently. Yep. Yep. Does not check out. I don't, Mafuyu.
Hi. Sorry, did I miss something?
You're almost your turn.
Oh,
Oh, I can see them. I can see Mafuyu. Hi, Dennis. Can
Hi.
you hear me?
Okay. I don't know. So, what happens if I do something else, not my prepped action, or is that gone now? Gotcha. Okay. I mean, is there anything in my line of sight that I can aim at? And also, is there a reason why I only see like out to here, and then the rest is black for me. Yeah, I literally only see up to 20 feet. Ah, I can see it now. Okay. We're gonna throw. Wait, actually, now they're 45 feet. Can I actually just? Yeah, I'm gonna cast Fairy Fire over by here. Can I put it right by these two folks over here to the right? Yes, correct. Yeah, I just technically didn't know where they were prior to, so I didn't realize that they were in within the feet. So that's fine. But I will. Yeah, exactly. Correct. Blue light, please, and then any attack roll against them for. I think the duration is 1 minute against them. Everyone gets an advantage. And I will. That'll be my turn.
How close are they now? 45 feet. Yeah, that'll do. Um, Dice is going to use um their eyes of the grave. Um, da, 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 da. um yeah, so I'm gonna use eyes of the grave. So it's my action, and I until the end of my next turn, I know the location of any undead within 60 feet of me that isn't behind. Well, let's see. Is me being on this wall considered total cover from them? Or, okay, well then that totally nixes that idea. Let's see. How well lit is this place? Not very. Okay, well that that's that's the thing I could fix. Um, last for an hour. That's kind of cool. Um, yeah. So Dice is going to run up to the table, uh, and then slap light on the table, and then go back to where they were standing. And so that should last for an hour. How how bright does light last? Let's see. It's bright light a 20-foot radius and dim light for an additional 20 feet. And it's gonna look like moonlight because that's Dice's gig. Um, I think that'll be it for me.
No, I'm still here. We're good.
Mm.
You know,
What a question.
sometimes a bit much. Is Artemis secretly like, like he's Bay, but is he like also kind of Bay? Are we getting what I'm saying? Is he kind of a tank? Is Artemis tank Bay? Mm, mm. Yeager is worried that he is interpreting the visions that he's receiving from Zothkug, and he is worried that his mission might not be to appease Zothkug so that his party doesn't get hurt. His mission might be to sacrifice his party to appease Zothkug. It's burning in the middle back. So, it wouldn't take much to get to it, but he definitely looks shook.
No, it's just advantage on attacks against them.
Oh,
Is that guy dead?
oh,
Mm.
that's too many days. I feel so horrible for casting a light in this room now. immediately regret all of my life decisions.
Mm.
Um, I am going to look in the direction that I remember seeing the altar light up, and I am going to start running in that direction. Sorry. Survival, where are you? I am going to run not at a sprint, but kind of at a fast walk to jog kind of pace, uh, while keeping a very keen eye out for any light. Okay, so that puts me there. Uh, gotcha. Um, and that was how much of my movement was that? So we can do, let's see here, 25, wait, 20. Interesting. Actually, hold up. I think Giger's going to move to right here. Can I see Ondo? Is Ondo in that sphere? Okay, so let's see. I wonder if I can pull this off. I'm going to take my rope. I'm going to tie a knot, a heavy knot in the end. I'm going to chuck it towards where I saw that pillar where Ondo was standing. See if I can aim it to that area. And hopefully, my goal is to hit Ondo with it. Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, that's fine. Very specific. I was not holding onto the rope after I threw it. I was just going to chuck it in and leave. Yeah, just chucking it in and leaving it in a pile. It's 50 feet. Did you pull it really hard? Oh, okay.
Ah, shit. Um, and these other people outside, they're pretty much approaching at a good rate. Um, Jeez. I think I'm gonna throw a dart at one of them. Uh, yes, to this guy. The one in the red. Yeah, I think it's 4 piercing. I think so. That's what that is, right? On my roll. Yes. Um, I think I'm good.
That's me. Let's see. So they got this here. Dice is gonna move 5, 10, 15. Can I see this guy right here? Okay. Um, does he? Okay, since these are Kenkus, does he look like a priest or does he look like a Joe Schmo Kenku? Okay. Okay. Well, we've seen the Kenku priests and whatnot before, which is why I ask. We've seen okay, fair. We've seen one. Um, I guess I'm gonna shoot a sacred flame at him. So that'll be it is. Yeah. It's fine. Okay, well, shit. Right. And then Dice is gonna go back here. Another 10 feet. And I guess that'll be my turn then. And I'll just be sad. Oh, and I'm gonna yell at Ando and Giger since they're still in the sphere, right? Technically. Oh well, never mind then. Continue. Mhm. Oh no. Oh no. Crap.
Um,
Remember, you have a +1.
15. 15. With the +1, I'm a 15.
Booyah!
Ah, less dice.
Bam.
Okay, let's see here. Would Giger be able to? It would be. Try that again. Would Giger be aware of these four down here gathering at the what southern end? Okay. Um, Let's see. I need to know what a 20-foot radius looks like out there between this guy and this guy. So, okay. Trying to think. I don't want to catch that guy though. Yeah, that's kind of what I'm worried about. Is I was gonna do Hunger of Hadar, but don't know. How about this guy up here? Oh, let's go ahead and hit him with Hunger of Hadar. Oh, it's a fun little guy. Uh, yeah, it's pretty much you open a gateway to the dark between the stars, a region infested with unknown horrors. So but it's a 20-foot radius sphere of blackness and bitter cold that centers on a point within the range, lasting for the duration. So whatever. Okay, level 3. Uh, it put it up on the spell thing, but I don't know what. Or it did. I mean, I rolled it, but it didn't give me much anything else. It just says to. Yeah. Oh my god. That's a good question. Okay, gotcha. Let's see here. I'm gonna take a quick moment and where's Dice? I can't see anyone else's token except for me and Ondo for some reason. Yeah, mostly. Um, yeah. Okay. Uh, I'll call down to Dice and yell, "There's one coming up the stairs next to you."
Uh, all right, I'll take care of that right away, sir.
If I try and move away from this person that's next to me, I will. It'll give them an attack of opportunity. Um, I'm going to. I'm gonna cast. I'm going back and forth. I'm gonna do. So these two are still. But this guy isn't climbing up a wall. I'm gonna move back. And I'm gonna throw a dart at this guy. Where is my... It's a 6. I think I am good.
Okay. Dice is going to do a little scoot scoot. Dice is gonna move. Let's see, will that do it? Yes it will. I don't think it's him. Yeah, so Dice is going to cast Spirit Guardians. And the spell says that the creatures take damage if when they first enter it and when they start their turn in that space, when they enter the area for the first time. So does me casting it immediately count for them entering it for the first time if it casts on top of them in the radius? Okay. So yeah, so Dice is going to cast that, which means that it's in a 15-foot radius, so it should be these 3 guys right here that are within it. I don't think it's on myself. I'm the center of it. It was with me. Um, oh, okay, well that's fine. This one? No. Okay, yeah, that's fine. That's fine. But yeah, so my spirit guardians is just like it's more of an amorphous being. It's not anything in particular. It's just like a weird shimmery cloud of mystical, like there's the traditional like flower petals and feathers and things mixed up in there, and then stuff just kind of like lashes out from it every once in a while to like grab at people. Um,
So it's a shimmery
but yeah,
cloud
so
of pain.
they have to make a wisdom save. Okay, 18 beats my DC. So one of them takes since we 3d6 um, radiant damage. I don't think I add my modifier to it. Oh yeah, yeah. Doo-doo-doo. Yes. Damn it! Second time my spells have. Yeah. Yeah, and then the other one should take half if they succeed. That'll be for me. Dice is mostly just focused on keeping up that spell so far. Yes, it's a concentration spell. So at the beginning of their next turn, they'll have to make this save again. Run away! They run away scared because we're so terrifying, and they leave us alone. We have
Yeah,
cake and tea
Suddenly
together.
turning
realize
into
that they left
friendly
their cake in
characters.
their oven.
Right.
They're
We make
gonna
so many
burn.
new NPC friends.
Exactly.
We are given cake and cookies.
Get this man some post-its. I got some with like mermaids on it if you want those. Mermaids, rainbows. Did they make their wisdom saves? The two on the left? 14. And I will roll the damage. 14 is my DC, 19 makes it. So half damage if they save. So I rolled 13 for damage. Yep.
And does a third one enter the sphere?
It's when they start their turn in it. So if they end in it, they're good for now. Nope. Punk. Nice.
All right, I will go ahead and use Eldritch Blast on this fellow right out here. Um, let's see. Oh yeah, no, I'll look over to Artemis and call out, "I'm fine so far. Fine day for a battle, don't you say?"
Okay.
He's gonna do
Of
it.
course
Yes.
you do it. If it was anyone.
Oh, he's gonna move the chair.
For a second, I thought he was so gone, and he was just like, I'm peacing.
He looks.
North, south, east,
Yeah.
west.
Yep.
He's gonna walk, climb up, climb up stairs. Stairs. Yeah.
Square up. Yep. Nope.
Yep.
Oh.
Oh, oh.
Looks behind him. You're gonna do it blind? Trick shot. I think we should just do this all the time. Yes, if they're not at max HP. Ouch. That's a lot of damage. Goodbye. Oh, he's got more. Oh. Oh, he's taking the sword.
No, no sword.
Oh, we're
No.
surveying the land first. The great shaft again. We gotta bring the joke back around every so often. Pew, pew. Damage is already there, I think.
Damage is already there. Wait, who is he aiming that at?
Some heckin' dude.
Oh, gotcha. Yeah. Does having on that one, the one next to Ryu? Oh, and okay, and the second one was against this one? Okay, gotcha. I was just tracking just to make sure in terms of because I think technically fairy fires still, so anything would still have an advantage against those. Okay, cool.
Extra dead. Yeah! With the glaive? That's that's the guy on the left.
Is, is that what the kids are calling it nowadays?
Yes.
Yeah.
I can see you.
I can see Ondo.
I can.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I can see Ondo.
Oh.
Can you hear us, Ondo? Okay, yeah.
Excellent. Before you get a +1. Yeah, because of warding bond.
Uh, can I use that too? And when does that? That's a saving throw.
I'm also going to use one because I probably should. That's not going to be
It's /roll 1d6.
Yep, there's a space between the roll and the d6.
So 9 plus 1, so 10. 16.
The /.
Yeah, just regular slash.
Hey!
Hey! Jeez.
That's dope as hell.
Okay, so the razor disappeared and has appeared down in the crack. Does this look like the first time that this happened? What do the runes say?
Weird.
Ugh.
Waiting
Zalthi's
his
got a love life?
beloved?
Yeah, Zalthi's got a love life. Weird.
Um,
Waiting for his honey.
Giger is going to look to everyone around him. And does he notice any blue butterflies this time? Sorry. Uh, he's going to leave it where it is.
As Giger looks around, Dice is gonna give him like a nod.
No, hold up. Oh, fuck. Sorry.
Mm-hmm. background. I'm so sorry. I'm being limited. Oh, sad. Oh, oh, oh. A priest descends from the ceiling? Like a Kenku priest? How? Okay, question. How tall is the ceiling? He would have been taking damage from spirit guardians the whole time. Wait, the Kenku was? Yeah. Okay. Fair. Okay. Oh, wild. How do you feel, bud?
You know, this should be interesting. Dang. Uh, oh
I'm
boy.
so curious what the thing in the pouch was. I remembered when I released it on accident,